We can't unsee it now. Elon Musk breaks his silence on aliens. Elon Musk broke his silence on aliens by stating that they're so near. There is a sense of uncertainty, suspense, and exciting stuff when it comes to aliens. The concern, do they actually exist? If they're real, where do they arrive? Also, how do they look? In this video, we will examine what Elon Musk eventually spoke of aliens. Since we can remember, people have been very interested in the aliens. Scientists in Colorado Springs thought they had found a signal from Mars. The signal was a strange, repeating static that appeared to stop when Mars was in the night sky. Still, there has never been an apparent response to the issue. So, it's best to talk to someone who has enough knowledge of space so you can get a fuller view of what's out there. Elon Musk is the ideal candidate for this. He knows a lot about the aerospace field because he has heard many stories and done the research. As it stands, he has done a lot in just a few years. He owns a company that makes electric vehicles, a boring company that manufactures houses, and his own SpaceX company. From all of this, we can figure out that at least his responses will be wise. But before we even talk about what he thinks, could Musk be an alien? Kunal Shah asked Musk in a Twitter post, "What I want to really understand, how does he do it? How does he manage to context switch? How does he design his orcs?" Musk answered a few moments later, claiming to be an alien. This wasn't the first time Elon Musk said something like this. He said the same thing to the Tesla owners on the Silicon Valley handle when they questioned whether he was an alien. Obviously, the truth that Musk keeps pushing his Mars plans makes it more likely that he is an alien. But he later puts these fears to rest by proving he wasn't from another planet. He said this very clearly on the Joe Rogan show when he said he wasn't an alien. He said the same thing to the Qatar Economic Forum as well. Since this is a serious spot to make a joke about his being an alien, we can only assume that Musk was kidding. Musk wasn't very talkative about aliens. Even if he didn't care about the subject, that's what he had to say. "I'm sure there are intelligent beings, and we aren't the only ones." He claimed that there is a plethora of evidence that extraterrestrials have been to our blue planet. Even though there are not physical proofs, one of the most critical unanswered questions is whether or not there are aliens. He also stated that there are a lot of planets that could have life on them, and this is a powerful reason to think that aliens are real. Even though the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX thinks this evidence is more logical than physical, he says we ought to be open to the concept. He said, for example, there are planets with climates that are favorable to life. For one thing, a crater on Mars has signs of what looks like a spring, as well as other water sources that look alike. In addition, the red planet has a climate that could be good for life. Also, it is widely known that Jupiter has water vapor in the air around it, although this is not sufficient proof to say that there's life. He says there isn't any direct proof that aliens live on Earth. It's hard to understand, but it does convey a point. NASA started new studies on the same subject because of what Musk said. Before this American space company posted a report saying there was no proof of aliens, some celebrities like Khloe and Kendall Kardashian claimed they had seen a UFO. So NASA decided to do research that would prove whether or not aliens exist. The experiment was designed with 7 levels. NASA decided to do this experiment with a group of theologians to see how the world would respond if aliens were found. As well, not every participant in the clergy took part in the study. Similarly, NASA clarified the space agency wouldn't hire the contestants. They said that people who get grants from NASA are not employees, consultants, or spokespeople for the agency. One of the people who work for NASA said religious traditions could play a big part in how people would deal with the news that there is a life elsewhere. Because of this, it is part of NASA's long-term goal to support work on astrobiology's effects on society. Still, Musk has his way of figuring out if aliens are real, which is very distinct from how NASA does it. Musk says that if archaeologists found titanium in the ground, that would be sufficient to verify that aliens exist. He said, aliens are out there if we find a cube of titanium. They couldn't make titanium because they'd need a computer. Titanium is a metal often used in aerospace, marine, medical, and chemical architecture of cars. Musk says that this type of metal can't be cast without powerful technology that wasn't available in the past. Now, let's ask Musk if there are aliens and where we might find them. Right now, the tech genius thinks they might be among us. As he works towards his goal of living on more than one planet, he often thinks about the possibility of encountering aliens in space. You'll be shocked that this isn't even his biggest worry. In a later interview with the Joe Rogan show, Musk was questioned whether he thinks about aliens. He stated that he never does, but in the end, he said it would be lonely if no other intelligent life existed. Musk thinks that aliens would look like humans and are probably interested in the things we do. His words are very different from what other alien scientists have said. On the contrary, some people think that if there were other intelligences, their signals would be picked up by the world's technology, even though it's difficult to determine if these strange creatures have new tech that is much more sophisticated than ours and can't be found by our technology. People also eat, sleep, have families, and in the end, die. It is difficult to determine if aliens live the same way as humans. Perhaps they live for thousands of years and then just vanish. As of now, it's difficult to say for sure, but Tesla tech guru Elon Musk says he wouldn't mind interacting with an alien, and if they came, he would probably meet them in person. He said on the Joe Rogan show that he'd be interested in knowing what languages they speak. Musk also believes that aliens might be quiet and shy. If not, how could they have been around for so long without letting others know? He also thinks that if aliens ever come to Earth, it could be like when Christopher Columbus came to America. We all understand the story. Everything was a mess. Some people agree with this point of view. Even looking for aliens might be risky for the human race. Some scientists have even said that contacting aliens might end all life on the planet. We should give up. Also, Business Insider says there have been claims of aliens abductions that look like they were set up, but some strange stories have never been explained. Chris Jones, a research associate with the Mutual UFO Network, said that the majority of findings of aliens might be accurate. Overall, Musk was honest enough to say that he hasn't seen any real proof of life on other planets. He has spent a lot of time in space and on Mars, but there's no evidence you can point to proving that an alien is there. So, the alien probe is still a mystery for Musk and NASA. We can wish that if they exist, they would be nice neighbors. The only way to know what this evidence means is to wait. So, let's hope things go well. The way Elon Musk sees aliens is both funny and exciting. What do you think about the matter? Go to the comments below to say what you think. Anyway guys, if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe and turn on all notifications to get all the latest videos. Thank you for watching.